Hey YouTube. I just wanted to do a video on my Wltoys 12427, and they also come as 12428, which is actually what I ordered. But it's kind of a flip of the coin. You get what they send you, and this is a 12427. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know if there is a difference. I think maybe the 12428 comes with a little bit bigger battery. I don't know, but um, I watched a few reviews on it, and a lot of people said it was excellent. It was really good. It was a great rig. I bought it for my dogs because it's mostly plastic. It's still got weeds in it from running it. I rinse it off, but mostly plastic. I could throw it in the back room sink, rinse it off, clean it up, then take it back out to the dogs. I have a little fan that I just set them on to let them dry, drip dry and blow dry with the fan. And yeah, it was a pretty good rig when it first started out. Other than within the first day, the drive shaft broke. Just snapped off. They're the ones they come with originally are junk. They are a little tiny pin. Let me open it up here. It's not really even a drive shaft. This goes up in there, and this little pin with a screw is a screw, not a pin, but it's a threaded screw. And that's what holds it. Is that, not this, that. So that just twisted right off. The one I got in there is a piece of aluminum like this that slides in here and works the way it should. I don't know why Wltoys would send something out with a drive shaft like that. But that was the first thing that broke on it. And I didn't really like the way it drove when I first got it. Really bouncy. Bouncy. It had another piece sticking out here, had an extra spare tire on it. I chopped that off. I just used part of it to fill back in, got some zip ties that were the same color, put some screws, put some shoe goo. Not pretty, but it ain't ever coming off there. And so then I changed out the shocks. I pulled those off my short course truck because my short course truck has a broken swing arm in the front, and I thought, well, I'll just use some of its parts for now. I locked up the rear diff with some JB Weld, opened it up, put some JB Weld in there, and now it's losing power. It's not going very fast. It's slow. I think it might be the radio. I had it out shooting some run video of it just to show you how slow and ridiculous it is. And there's a button on here that gives you, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the speed. And I think it might be stuck in number 1 because it's just slow. And it wasn't that slow when I got it. It's got a 540 motor in it. I would tear it apart. That's another thing I really don't like about it. Is you have to undo these 2 screws, you have to undo these, you have to undo these, you have to undo these to get the body off. And I've only got these 2 screws and these 2 screws even holding it together because I get tired of taking the body out or taking all the. I don't have these even screwed in. It's not necessary. But I took this off of a stupid little model I bought. Put some protection up on the top so when it does flip over, it doesn't flip over nearly as bad now that I took some of the back off and got the bounce. This thing doesn't bounce at all anymore now that I put different shocks in. I didn't change the front shocks, I just put oil in them. And they bounce a little with the whole, when you drop the whole thing. But the oil helped tremendously. When I first got it, one of them wasn't even screwed all the way together. So, for $110, I kind of think you could do better. A lot of people like them. They're fun. Don't get me wrong. My dogs love chasing it. I have a little video up that's, dogs running around chasing it in the yard. When I first got it, they were excited as hell. They chase it all over. They're getting kind of bored with it a little bit. And so maybe I'll change it up. I like the cantilever shocks. I like the solid axle in the back. I like that it's, you know, got the independent suspension in the front, and it's a neat chassis. I might take this body off, change up the body. I'll probably put the 550. This is my short course truck is kind of busted up. I broke a arm. Stole one of the tires from my other one because I have two of these identical. So I might take the ESC and the motor out of the other one because it's got a short in it anyway. I just had it at the skate park and I couldn't get it to go because it kept cutting in and out. So there's some wires right in. Either the connection here or the wires or the connection here. Somewhere along the line is bad. So I'll do something with that one and get a new motor for it and take its motor and put it in here maybe and see what a 550 in here does. And then I don't have to, oops, but then I don't have to pay for anything to fix it because seriously, it's not really my favorite that I have. I have others that I like better. And I actually take this out a lot because of the dogs, and I'll take it out when I'm going to feed the chickens so that the dogs have something to play with and they leave me alone while I'm trying to feed the chickens, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, you can check out the running video I have of it and see it's just slow. It's not got much to it. I think there's something really wrong with it. So if you want to see what I do to it, see if I play with it and put any new motor or something like that, check back with me. I'm going to make a better video. I might throw something like this on there. I don't know. I've had the body off before, and it actually looks kind of cool if I had bigger tires on there. This is off a Radio Shack remote thing that my kids had when they were younger, and so I'm doing something with the other one. They had two of them from Radio Shack, and I'm thinking about throwing it on one of these Wltoys. It looks pretty cool in there, so I don't know. Anyway, yeah, stick around, check out the run video. You see, they're kind of fun. If you're looking at getting one, don't let what I'm saying about it discourage you. I don't know, maybe I got a lemon. It broke just right out of the box with the drive shaft. And it's just kind of been giving me issues ever since I got it. I put more work and more, I don't want to put any more money into it really. I'd rather just use scrap parts for my other stuff and see if I can't get it to something cool. Make a rat rod body out of it and use it for that or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'll do a little run video. Check that out. So this is full speed. And that's a little, 540 motor. Freshly charged battery. I think I'm having controller issues. My radio transmitter is not doing what it should be, because this is when I click it over into a higher setting. Find the right button. And it really, that's supposed to be, rate 2. It doesn't do anything. So we'll go to rate 3. And that's not any faster. And I know when I got this, it was quite a bit faster. That's full throttle for a 540 motor. There's number 4 setting. Full throttle. Won't even hardly skid out. I mean, it will, but I'm going to put it over. It's getting pretty warm out here, so it's time to build some new ramps. This is my snow ramp that I plowed with my tractor, and you can see it's pretty much gone. Yeah, I do like this car. I mean, it jumps good. I put some good shocks on it. I even want to get maybe some bigger tires for it. But it looks like it has no power anymore. I like the way it jumps. It's a good little jumper. I get some better front shocks on it. It just doesn't really have the power it needs anymore. Throttle here. There's no way that's fast enough, so. Still fun. And I use it for my dogs. You know, I bought it so they can have something to chase. It's all mostly plastic. Just throw it in the back room sink and rinse it off. It is a fun little car, so I'm going to do something to it. Put a bigger motor, change it up somehow. I don't know. Another issue I was having was I don't want to go into reverse very well. See, I'm hitting the reverse. And it takes like 3 or 4 times before it... See, sometimes, see, I'm hitting full reverse. That's full reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5 times of full reverse before it actually engaged. So, regardless of how fast it is, I need a new radio. And I think that might be the issues of the speed. It might not be that the motor or anything's wrong with it, the ESC. I have a feeling it's the radio's stuck on the first setting, maybe. You know, the low setting. We'll change it out. I got an old Fly Sky from a Red Cat, my Everest 10 that I'm not using. Maybe I'll throw that in it. Take the 550 out of my short course truck because I want to put a brushless in that, so maybe we'll throw the 550 from the short course in this and not have to spend any money to upgrade it. We already got the parts. I'll bring you along and then we'll bring it back out with a proper ramp and see what happens. Proper ramp. I've been watching too much Tom Lee and Kevin Talbot. It's a neat little jumper. It just needs some speed. And it had more speed when I first got it. I was fairly impressed with it when I first got it, but I've been running it in the backyard and rinsing it out in the sink, and the dogs have been chasing it, and so anyway, I'm gonna shut this off, kill the battery, head back in, clean it up. Yeah, I'll give it a little rinse before I get it into the sink. It won't even do tight donuts because it's got no speed. There it goes. And the reverse is no good. No reverse. The battery dies or gets low, and it gets even worse as far as the reverse. Of course, I don't know, maybe sitting here running it and doing donuts in puddles isn't really good for it. I don't know. I'm going to waterproof it a little better on the next motor and stuff too, because I do this kind of stuff with it all the time. The dogs love to play with it, and I run it through their yard all the time. There it is, dead battery. It's all done.